Howdy, my name's Michael Hudson, and for my COMM 340 midterm project, I will be discussing Chapter 6, Music, and my title for this project is People Change, Music Doesn't. And what I mean by that is the chapter discusses kind of back in the early 1900s how music was becoming popular with jazz and blues and swinger clubs and speakeasies, and how that progressed and became part of the pop culture and social lifestyle of people. And then we see it emerge kind of as rock with Elvis Presley and his sex appeal winning over thousands of people in the crowd, and the whole superstar. And then we get into punk and disco music and hip hop and gangster rap. It all kind of builds off each other. Even in the 2000s, we've seen the rise of rap, like you said, Professor, SoundCloud rappers, and pop. Pop's the biggest genre, whatever pop even is. Nobody really knows what pop music is, but it's the #1 genre in America. And it was interesting how the chapter discussed how country music springboarded off of Tejano music and really took off in the 2000s, because there's a lot of things that changed and country became more popular and enticing to some people. I would say one of the biggest parts of this chapter was talking about the progressions, not only of the genre of music, but how it's distributed. We've come from vinyls and records to now streaming and downloading music legally. I've never met anyone who doesn't have either Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Music, something. Music has completely gone digital, and streaming is the way of our current lives. And I think it's going to be a big part of our future, because less and less CDs and cassettes and records are going to be sold, and people are going to be solely streaming digital music. And that's going to play a big role going into the future, I think. These points resonated with me in a big way, because it really got me thinking about, my whole title is People Change, Music Doesn't. So as a country, as a nation, as a world, how is our current decade changing? How is our current population changing? And what does that mean for music in the future? One of the examples that resonated with me was, I think it's really cool how each genre of music springboarded and developed from a previous genre of music. For example, country coming from Tejano music. We even have K-pop that came from pop, because there's parts of the world in Asia that want pop music that is in their language. Another thing I thought was super cool was the development of file sharing and streaming downloadable music. What a lot of us do now used to be illegal, and you would face copyright issues, piracy lawsuits. And then a third example that resonated with me was just how important music is for our well-being as a pop culture. Music has always been around, and people always want more music. And I feel like in 50 years, music is always going to be heard. It's always going to be listened to. And with what's going on in our country, we're going to see new types of music. We're going to see new opinions being voiced, and it's going to be exciting.